Beyond banter, let's talk managing workplace relationships. Managing workplace relationships is essential for career and personal growth. In this three-part interview with the author of Managing Workplace Intrigues and one of Nigeria's finest media executives, Omolola Oladimeji, we talk email wars and defamation at the workplace. She shared real experiences and the tactics that helped her navigate the most difficult situations at the workplace and build healthy relationships with colleagues.
Talking about workplace relationship always helps us understand the need to work in peace in the workplace. And when there is peace, it brings out creativity and results. Everybody is result driven and goal oriented. Talking about it enables you to identify the kind of people and characters you will deal with and how to handle them. So it's a very serious thing. Before, people don't pay attention to workplace relationships. I mean, they need to talk about it. But it has become important because these days you meet different kinds of people battling all manner of mental health issues, and your ability to identify them, your ability to work in peace helps any organization. It's not something that should be swept under the carpet, if you ask me.
In retrospect, do you think across universities in Nigeria, there should be a module, maybe at 100 level, to talk about psychology and workplace relationship management? Because for me, I wish I knew that way early in my career.
Absolutely. Because even back then when we went to school, nobody knew anything about anger management, emotional intelligence, mental health, that's being highlighted that's being made compulsory for senior managers to undergo these days. So I quite agree with you that it should actually be a module. Because one thing is to go to school, another thing is to come out and see that it's a different ballgame entirely. But I believe to understand that in the workplace, the kind of relationship you have with your colleagues determines the success of any organization. You will come prepared, and then no matter what is brought to the table, you just smile and maneuver your way to ensure that you are successful in your own career. So I think I agree with you. It's now left for our university system, the National Universities Commission, to take a critical look at this to see if it is something that can be introduced. Take, for instance, you understand that mass communication has been unbundled into about 7 degrees. When that one is going to happen, we don't know. We only know that it has been signed into law. So the process for introducing workplace relationship as a module, we don't know how it's going to take place, how it's going to fly off. But maybe if the private university starts, others will
Going down memory lane. When you got into the workplace, what shocked you in terms of reality versus what you were taught when it comes to relationship and people?
When you are in school, youthful exuberance, you just want to go in there, make money, enjoy, and what have you. And you get in, you start seeing things. Of course, you'll be shocked. You understand? Only people who are smart to quickly identify people of same character, people of same goals, mentors, role models, sponsor, because that one is also important in workplace, can actually overcome those kind of challenges. For me, when I got there as a journalist, I just want to write my story. I want to be on the front page of newspaper. I want to take the lead. I want to do the difficult part. I want to be famous. I want to make money. But back at the background, I didn't know there was a lot of politics going on.
From what you said, 2 things caught my attention. Politics in the office or in the workplace, as well as sponsor in the workplace. Let's start with the sponsor. Do you need to have a sponsor in a workplace, regardless of your sector?
Yes. You must have a sponsor. Okay, who is your sponsor? Your sponsor is somebody when decisions are being taken and nobody is there to speak for you. Your sponsor will rise and say, this person has exhibited this character. This person has given us all these deliverables. This person is hardworking. If there is a new position or a new redeployment or a new opportunity, move this person there, such that that sponsor, when he makes the recommendation, everybody listens. Now, sponsors, you don't go out of your way to get a sponsor. Some sponsor, you can't actually get a sponsor, but some sponsor look out for you because of your achievements, because of what they see that you have done. You are, through your deliverables, you've endeared yourself to them, so they will fight for you whether you even make noise or not. I remember back then when I was when I started work and there was need for reorganization. I think the management had too much staff and they needed to take about 15 people. In marketing department, there were only 2 people, and my name was penciled down for termination. Someone I did not know from Adam said, "Is that not the lady that brings all the money?" They went through our sales reports. They saw my performance, and the person said, "And you want to take this person out? The life wire of the organization?" No, she's going nowhere. I did not know anything about it. I just got to know when I got to the office that day. I was carrying money about $500,000 that day to go and pay to sales accounts department. Before I just saw people squeezing their place and they said, tsunami has taken place. So next time, even you had a narrow escape. How? When I'm doing my work. And then I got to know that one person in the management. So that was the first time I had to go, and at that point, there was GSM just came. We didn't even have phones. So you have to go to public center to go and make a call and call. I had to call the person for the first time in my life and introduce myself. My name is Lola Olademeji from the Abuja office. I heard what happened. I don't know what to say, but I just want to say thank you. Even the sponsor on the other side was shocked that I could call. How did I get to know? But the most important thing was that since that day, I learned the rules of the game. And I didn't stay far from that sponsor, because if somebody who didn't know me could go out and vouch for me.
I just learned one thing from you. I recall working somewhere before, and I got in there being an efficient and effective person. I was about putting things in place, getting things done. But it was surprising to see that despite bringing that air into the organization to create that system, majority of the people find me to be a threat. I mean, I felt I was about results, and people would automatically like efficiency and praise effectiveness, but it was the reverse. And so I took a lesson from you just now in terms of when you get into a workplace, don't judge things by what you see on the surface, or be focused solely on achieving your goals or doing your job to the latter. You may need to put your ear down and get to know who should be on your side and cultivate a relationship with them, because there will be rooms that you can't go into, and those kind of people will be the ones to speak for you.
Sure.
Talking about sponsors. So, politics now in the workplace. What has been your experience?
Hi. At some point in my life, at a point I had to go on my knees and I told God that I'm tired of fighting a battle. I want to move forward. I want enlargement, of course. I don't want to scatter them. Politics, it depends on how toxic your relationship, your workplace may be. You understand? We'll come to that. In my own case, mine was totally different because I just found myself in it. I wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't even prepared for the promotion that came to me. but it was annoying. Who is she? A woman? Where did she come from? We've been here donkey years. But one good thing the organization, the management did at that point, who had foresight, they knew I was going to have problems because of the backlog of those who have been there donkey years, who are aspiring and they are not delivering. Do you understand? So the basic thing they did was they reorganized the structure and took some people out. It was important some people had to be taken out if I needed to thrive, or else they will constantly become stumbling block to any initiative or anything I come up with. So what I'm trying to say, in every organization, the politics is there, but the question we should be asking is it fair? Fair on whose part? Been in those shoes before, you understand? So when you have an organization that prioritizes family more than professionalism, do your job, work around it. When you cannot and you don't have another place to go, start planning your exits, put together your exit strategy and start looking for another job. And that is the honest truth. When it becomes too toxic, when it's beginning to bother your mental health, when it's you find it reluctant to go to work the next day, oh my God, oh, it's another day, I'm going to work, then the signs are there. Me, I like making friends in workplaces, but there are boundaries. In friendship, I know where to draw the line so that I won't be put in trouble on account of relationship. Now, I remember an instance when my chairman's son became the executive director, and I got a mail putting me on 1 month probation that I was not performing. The allegations were plenty, and all the directors were copied on that mail. Human resources, all the family directors. And I smiled. I said, this young boy, you want to take me out of my job? I've been doing this thing. It's okay. We'll work around it. I gave him like 2 days to calm down. I was dispassionate and now put together my mail, copying all the people he copied. So you know how to fight a mail war. I know how to do it too. I copied all of them. And I started, on so day I brought this job. On so days I do this. On so days I did this. Please, in case I am making a mistake, kindly guide me. Are these not part of my sales? If it is not part of my sales, what are you doing to help me? Have you put the necessary things, parameters there for me to succeed? And I have not succeeded. If you have not done it, then you don't have legal grounds to send this kind of mail to me. And when I was rounding up, you know what I just did? I thank him for his usual support, even when there was no support. I thank him for the support, and I said, I'm willing to be guided. I'm willing to be this. And that was the end of it till today. Nothing happened thereafter.
Hello, if you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you in advance.